I've created the most valuable thing anyone could own. And it took my entire life for it to happen. And it is the pathway to your best life, to your success, to your happiness, and to everything that you want in your life because it's within you. We never know who we're going to become when we come into this world. And I could not have told you I would have done this, but I do know that I have, and I've seen the results of it. And I also know that it's time to move. We live in a world of consciousness, and it is affected by the energetic changes of our planet. And over time, certain people come to understand that. And I was given that information through Wilhelm. I didn't know that was going on, but let me explain to you. You will have something deep inside you as well, buried in your memory, that would say who you're meant to be in this life. What I was given is a way for you to activate that, a way for you to remember. And it's always a progression whenever we live throughout civilization. And we're moving through a great civil change, energetic shift in our world, global shift, and I was given that information so that we could get through it a lot easier. But it's challenging for any of us to believe what we have and to trust that unknown. And that's why it's a little scary for some people to come into what I've done. So today I heard a video that said July 5th, 2017 is an important day. And it says, you'll think this is accidental and you won't believe it. This is what I heard in the video. And I said, well, if that's true, then Wilhelm has already given me something. And so let me go and see it because everything is connected. And I've placed several things to show you that we are all energetic beings and we ascend individually and collectively over time. And so when I went to see what that message was, it was quite telling and also confirmed why I have to change tomorrow. I've been talking about my work for so long, and I said anybody could live this really great life. And you could, for $105 a month, you could get that. And people say, no, that's not possible. So we're not going to do it. And then that causes me to not complete it all. And so we just keep the cycle going. So I have to end the cycle. And as I said, I'm going to find some marketers who can do this much better than me. I had to come to understand what it is. And I can say this, I've gone through everything you've gone through. I'm 74 and the horrible stuff I've done. And so Wilhelm has given me a way for anybody to move through that so you don't have to. And that's what this message was saying. But as Carl Jung said, the most difficult kind of personality is me, the intuitive and introvert. I can't talk, I know things. That's when I looked at him saying, somebody asked, do you believe? And he paused and he said, no, I know. I know as well. I know what you can accomplish because I've written it all and it's all here. But let me read you this. We hide from ourselves. That's just kind of what happens in life. But then there comes a time when you must give that up. And that's what I'm doing now. So this is the message. July 5th, 2017. You do indeed have a selective memory and it has served you well. You told the tale last week of a woman who suffered through a horrible experience, but was able to find the value in that. When she would recount that story to others, she told it only with the end result of the value she had gained. She did this often enough that eventually she forgot the original story and the pain it carried. You have done precisely the same thing, and you have become so good at it that you do not even recognize you have done it. This is an incredibly valuable asset and not some failing on your part by not remembering every single detail, because those details were never necessary, only your accumulated wisdom. And that's what I've gained, accumulated wisdom. Everything that I've gone through, everything tragedy, every difficulty, it has been written and documented so that we can move to a higher state. And I've said this before, this work can change your life and it would change our world because what it does is it guides every single person to who they're meant to be. Now, I didn't know I was going to have this ability to even find your connection in this world through your birth date, but that's the energetic alignment that exists in everything. I just happened to develop this and I resisted it just like you might resist what you had, because I was told that I had this incredible ability, but I also was a little frightened. And at first I thought if I tell people this, they're going to flock to this stuff. And that's never going to happen because we become afraid of ourselves and we don't want to look. That's what Carl Jung said, and I understand it now. But anyway, so what I'm saying to you is that this is what I've created. I am changing my life in terms of creating the rest of the work. This is all my only focus, meaning I can't do a lot of other things anymore. I've got to finish this, and I'm going to only work with people who want to get to the next level of and success and happiness, and so we can change things. Everything that's happening in our world and what you see, all the global events, Wilhelm gave us all of that, and it's energetic shifts again. And if we become who we're meant to be and become more empowered and love ourselves, then we can change some of the conditions that we think are controlling us, and they are not. And that's what this work is. So I just wanted to give you that today because I will be changing things tomorrow. The work will always be there. It's just that it will be much more expensive because we keep carrying around this thing again. And I was doing the same thing about not being able to afford something. I'm saying it's 100, the least $105 a month is just too much for me to get in touch with who I am. And I can say this because I've done myself in by not honoring what I've developed. And the wisdom that is in this work is beyond anything that you have ever seen. That's what I can tell you. Check it all out and have a really great day.